Which of the following is an example of diffusion? Bubbles rising in a beaker of boiling water, right? Diffusion occurs when particles use their internal energy to move from one place to another, right? So bubbles rising in a beaker of boiling water, is it diffusion? This is, of course, thermal expansion of the dissolved air, because water contains a dissolved air, and of course, when we start to heat it up or boil it, okay, the dissolved air is going to expand and is going to rise to the top, and it's going to leave the water, and also the water would be turning into water vapor, and of course this water vapor would also rise to the surface and might be going off. So that's the reason why it forms bubbles. Okay, it's not an example of diffusion. Steam condensing on a cold window is called condensation of water. It's not diffusion. Diffusion means we need to see the particles use their internal energy to move from one place to another. How about water spreading out on the surface of a table? That is because the moment we drop some water onto the table, okay, the weight of the water, okay, which is influenced by the gravity, is going to evenly spread out the water on the top of the surface of the table. So it is the gravity that causes the water to spread out on the surface of the table. It's not the diffusion of the matter. How about the last option, the spreading of the smell of flowers in the garden? Of course, the whatever the sweet smell of the flower, okay, the particles that carries the smell is able to spread throughout using their internal energy to move from the flowers, which is from one place to another throughout the garden. And therefore option D, which says the spreading of the smell of flowers in a garden, is a very good example of diffusion of gases.